How about this? They're just really, really cool individuals. They're great human beings who sacrificed to come to play in South Carolina.
All right, this is BB Davis of BLS Sports. The Sports and Gaming is Exquisite Fusion. All right, so this is the post-game sideline interview with Coach Don Staley. Gino, she said she didn't know what he said, but he went and shake her hand, and she was like, when she went down pregame to shake everybody's hand, you know, no Gino. So she was like, she's not going to let this take away from the integrity of the game, the integrity of the win. She is a coach of integrity. So, it is what it is. But everybody is lightening up right now who are Gamecock fans or who pulled for Gamecocks. This is a lovely night, and I love how she set that tone just now with Gino. So, I just don't know. But it was just wild. So, it doesn't seem so far like nothing was said, but maybe he spoke to the occasion that you didn't shake my hand pregame. But if you were not there, Coach Gino, then how could she shake your hand? I love all the ladies out on the dais here who are covering the games here, and I love that we all show love to each other when we do, and I love that. Just to give you some little background history here as I enjoy this win as a Carolina fan and Carolina alumni and Carolina family, we are enjoying this so much. We made history. 1021 magazine, 1021 media group. Oh yeah, he started. Yeah, that they're gonna keep showing that. So if you go on ESPN, you will see that. But she was trying to talk to Gino, and then they just kind of kept it moving. That way we wouldn't have no text, no files, or anything. But yeah, she wasn't like trying to let me get at you to try and knock your lights out. It was none of that. She was trying to get at him to explain what is going on, and you can see the pain and the hurt in your voice. Hurting her voice and the pain, but also you can see the pull up like, listen, I don't even play this. I ain't even like that. So now the men faces there are priceless, how they're looking like, yeah, she's an aggressive coach because she's staying up front and up on it. But anyway, let me just tell you what it is. This has been quite exciting. Man, we're going into a doubleheader here too. Okay, so BB Davis here. We was the first all female sport broadcasters from social media to ever cover the CIAA basketball tournaments. And we did it for a solid 10 years. And this is when it was new media. What's that? How do we do these credentials? How are you covering? I had beautiful women on the staff from all walks of life. Some were mothers, some were not, some were going to school, 2 jobs and all that. So I had to ask for excessive media passes. Well, a shout out to Shara White, who was handling that for CIAA. She was like, okay, well, help me understand, because we don't do all that kind of media passes, which they don't. I was like, we're going to have someone here covering this game, every game. Number 1, I love sports. And number 2, HBCU, clear my set. Also, Johnson C. Smith University alumni. So I got love for my HBCU. We're not getting paid for this, but we are covering this game because we love the babies. And I used to just always say, the babies. So we covered, and it was all female broadcasters. So we are the first. So I've had some great firsts. I'm the first woman in the world to create the full-feature digital lifestyle magazine. So it's just been godsend, and it's been wonderful. So let me explain this to you. We got those passes because what it was, someone was going to be here for all the day games, all the night games. Every time she came around, and she did come around on press row, and we were always there. It was a body always there to cover. And you can't really say that all the time by every media outlet. Of course, you need your breaks and stuff like that. But we were on, and it was just wonderful. And my requirement was that we are dressed. You could not wear any jeans or any sports stuff. You need to be dressed, whether it was a pantsuit, slacks and a blouse, blazers, whatever. But we were dressed. And I did have one person. You always gonna have people to try you, and they came in what I told them not to. And they never came back. Just cut and halted that. But it's so good to see women do their thing in sports. So South Carolina advances to the national champ, defeating UConn. A lot of dices right there, but this is the NCAA Women's Final Four, and I love how things are playing out. The more people are getting invested into NCAA women's sports all the way across the board, because y'all know I am libero, I'm a volley girl. That was my position. So, you want to make sure. Okay, that's what it was. Pre-game, he was saying he didn't shake my hand, and she was just like,
And she did say that she went up and shook everybody's hand on that staff. She didn't know. Maybe Gino remembers it differently than what we just saw there.
yeah,
You're not gonna know what they said to each other. Like, it's loud in here. Who knows? But all that matters really is there was frustration, probably from the game, boiling over as well.
yeah, frustration's boiling over, but I just thought that he played that so wild.
But she ripped it herself. Exactly. So, like, there's a lot going on last instance.
Overall, the word is the one that Andrea used earlier. It's tension. Yeah.
Lots of tension.
62-48 the final. South Carolina with the win. So South Carolina and Dawn Staley will play on Sunday in the national championship game for the 5th appearance for Staley, tied for the 4th most all time. Only Gino Oriella, who she just knocked off, of course. Pat Summitt and Muffet McGraw have more. Corey Close playing in her second.
All right, so I love this. And up next, we got UCLA and Texas. We will get a lot more. We'll get a lot more depth into that part, but the biggest part is diving into these statistics and also to see exactly what needs to be tightened up as they await to see whether they're going to play UCLA or Texas. But it wouldn't be NCAA Final Four if you didn't have a little bit of drama. Just very shocked about this because I just talked about how everybody was so composed and everything like that. But sometimes it just doesn't work like that. I think both of them are professional enough and mature enough to hopefully come to some talks off the eyes of the public, off the eyes of the press, and then sit down and be like, man, we just had a lot of emotions. Because what I saw was two hurt coaches for different reasons. But then you also saw a proud coach that, hey, I'm not going to let this moment, the devil is a liar, and I'm going to make sure this stays with the win. So South Carolina, you should feel good. I know that I certainly feel good. And I'm awaiting this next game. And I'll be doing my POV. It's always been a pleasure. It's always blessed to do something that you love and then be recognized for it. For people. But then that you're good with it. Even without all the applause. Because you're doing what you love. And some people, in all of it, even when they try to clear their set, this set isn't cleared. There's no thank you. No thank ya. Rest in peace. Girl Lala. And my Floridian. There is no getting to live their dream. So if you ever are a part of that, or you know someone who has, keep encouraging them, because that's a beautiful thing. Shout out to everyone in my close-knit circle who are doing their thing. And if I don't even know you and you're not in my circle, of course, that you are doing your thing. So this has been a live POV. We just wanted to come back and run it down and see if we could get some insight between Gino and Staley. And there's nothing big there unless something else comes out of it. And I do hope that if something else does come out of it, that was said, that it doesn't even get to the press and that they work this out. So you could just move forward, because you win some, you lose some. and it is how you play the game. But it's not only about the winning and the good vibes and all that. It's also how you graciously take the L. And that L doesn't always have to be just for loss, because it is a loss, but the L could be also for a learning experience and more. So I'm wrapping it up. Congratulations, Carolina Gamecocks. We advance. Love it, love it, love it. You can check me out on the official YouTube. You can also check me out on the official Instagram, where we'll be doing some more highlights and more to come. I'm BB Davis for BB Love Sports. Sports and gaming is exquisite fusion.